What's up, guys? Back with another one. I'm Ryan, my man George.
What's poppin', guys? How you living out there?
Lost in Vegas coming back at you with the unbiased real reaction, baby.
Shout out to our free thinkers, of course.
Yeah, man. So another Denzel Curry, Sirens.
Yeah,
we're going back to him.
We're gonna go back to Denzel Curry. Some of y'all in the comments, man, this is across all of our platforms, is just, nah, man, Clark Cobain wasn't the one to really know. And we asked in that last video, we said, yo, like, give us something from him that showcases his range in terms of just his lyrical ability. You know what I mean? Just so we can see kind of where he's at as a rapper, like true lyricist. And you guys said this was a good example of it. They're saying his album is dope. You know what I mean? So we gonna give him yet another shot.
Yep.
We don't, it's tough. Sometimes it's tough for us to get back to artists over time. So for us to go right back to somebody is saying that we're really trying to see what y'all see. So hopefully this is, we haven't been impressed so far, so hopefully this will showcase him in a different light. So let's give it a shot. Denzel Curry, Sirens, and it looks like it's featuring J.I.D as well.
Yeah.
You know, quite frankly, guys, the fact that it's featuring J.I.D is really what.
Yeah.
we know we're like, all right, well, we can at least try this. At least J.I.D's on it. You know what I mean? All right, now let's get into it. Denzel Curry, Sirens.
Eyesight is a gateway to a new day and the same hate with a new height and the same feet on the airplane yellow Mayday. State of mind, brain is minimized, put me on the news, only criticized. Revolution would never be televised, but an enemy that never empathize. And I never voted, never sugarcoated with my finger itching and my gun loaded. When the fire open, let it be a moment when I shoot the sheriff if he's not demoted.
Yeah, man, where is this from right now?
I don't know.
Golly.
Shout out to the people who requested this one.
He's getting busy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's rapping on this, and I can see his momentum is building as well. See how he's getting more and more like, you know, emphasizes every day. Yep.
You know what I mean? So what is he talking about in here? So it sounds like this is coming from a perspective of a group of people that seem to be fed up from what they're seeing. Maybe police brutality. If I shoot the sheriff, if he's not demoted. You know, maybe he deserves a demotion because no one's losing their jobs from killing innocent men in the street. So I think that's what he's saying in that line.
Your brain is minimized, and it almost seems like the news and the only thing that's televised is to put you in a state of mind that they can control you.
Negative images as well.
Yeah, so that way it keeps you in this little box of what we call life. You know what I mean?
It keeps the people from the outside looking in only seeing these negative images.
Right.
So when it says "put me on the news," only criticize. You're criticizing a snapshot of a people, right? That's not the full. What you see on the news is not the full story of who they are, and it leads to people not being empathetic towards other people's struggles who come from certain areas. So I thought that was just crazy, man. And I don't know if we've gotten this far yet. I believe he said this. If not, then we're just reading ahead. But he said he mentioned Trayvon Martin in here as well. So he, like Ryan said, man, he covered a lot in here.
Right,
you know what I'm saying? And basically, it's a young man that seems to be fed up with what he's seeing, you know, his people go through, right, and how his people are being viewed. And it seems, man, that he wants to incite a revolution as a result. You know what I'm saying? But even in the chorus, when it says, "Baby, when you hear the siren sounds, when the karma come back round, don't let me down. But baby, there's a time to stand your ground. Even if one of them sounds. So even if you hear the sirens coming around, sirens maybe representing the police, stand your ground because it's revolution time. I think is what they're saying so far. But it's a lot to pick apart, guys.
First, and what do you think about his flow?
Flow was crazy.
Yeah.
He rode the hell out of the beat. I love the intensity, like you said, as it built. You know what I mean? The more he got into the verse. Very impressed, man. So far with Denzel. This is dope.
It came out of nowhere.
Word.
Monstrosity run rampant all throughout United States. Talking about let's make a fort. Talking about let's make it great. F the shoes fit tired, grab the guns and riot time to run with lions on the road to Zion. Nothing but silence when when you hear the siren sounds.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Okay, Denzel Curry. Okay, I'm getting excited, dude.
That verse was hard.
Yeah.
Monstrosity run rampant all throughout the United States, talking about let's make a fort, a wall.
Yep.
Right? Talking about let's make it great.
Yeah.
Make America great again, you know, Donald Trump's
slogan.
So that was crazy, dude.
Yeah, man.
I love that, man. So I think what he's saying here is monstrosity is running rampant all throughout the United States. So I mean, what does that mean? That could be police brutality. That could be shooting.
Yep.
The Vegas shooting just happened. There was a fucking shooting in New Orleans.
Yep.
And you're talking about
from the streets to the government.
To the government, right? And what he's saying is our president is saying, you know, talking about let's make a fort. You're worried about building a wall when we have issues here at home that should far supersede that. So I just thought that was a really hard line.
Yeah, dude.
Then he says, time to run with lions on the road to Zion. So I know the Rastafarians, I know that movement, they look at Zion as sort of this utopia, right? This place of peace and freedom.
Yep.
So this revolution will come, and obviously a people will rise up and make their way to Zion, make their way to a better society, a utopian society, right? So I like that. Run with lions. Run with wolf soldiers.
With the soldiers, on
the road to Zion.
Yep.
So
because you're gonna have a battle before you get there. You know what I mean?
Before you get to peace.
Yeah, you're right, dude. He destroyed that. That came out of nowhere.
Crushed it. All right, let's get back to it, man. We are impressed for sure.
Look, okay, baby, I'm a fool because I thought you would stay. Whether I win or I lose, they already think we did, but they continue to shoot. I bust a move when I find a way to get on and get up and get out the crib. I was just looking into the mirror, so serious, I'm so neglected in the wrong direction with a long direction. Got no protection, but it's fuck the world. We should bend it over, being oversensitive. But did I mention that my real intentions always leave me dealing with the consequences? Oh, say, can you see 100 dead bodies in the street? Body guns early like double sprite in a RPT. So proudly, lights gleam at the gun blow in the nighttime of the slum house. Little drum bump with the 1000. Come, hit it, come.
Damn.
J.I.D. is a freak of nature, dude.
He is incredible, dude.
Because, you know, we're gonna get to the lyrics in a minute, but just how his delivery is so crazy. You see how he changed up the flow? Yeah, and he changed up the flow like 3 times, man. And it's almost like even if the beat wasn't there and he did that shit a cappella, I would still be enamored. I'd still be like, how the fuck did you just do that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it almost seems like the way he's reciting his lyricism, the way he's saying it, is almost like an instrument. You've said that before in other videos. I really see that with this guy.
I just like the fact that I can tell that when he is listening to a track, he is saying to himself, how can I approach this track in a way that's just different, that's just unique? What can I do to make, out even outside of the lyricism, what can I do to make this sort of captivating? Use my voice as an instrument. What can I do to make it just unique? You know what I mean? And I love the innovation in his flow. He's always bringing something different to the table with his flow. Crazy. Right? The voice inflections, the cadence constantly switches throughout the song, man, and that's just extremely skillful. So shout out to him for that. Now the lyrics. Now up top here, guys, first listen. Okay, because he just hit us with a lie.
Yeah, he did.
Up top here, whether I win or lose, they already think we dead, but they continue to shoot. I'm just trying to cover my head. So I don't know right there if he's saying whether I win or lose, they already think we dead. I don't know if he's saying there that regardless of where black people get to in life, right? You get to a certain level in life, no matter where you go, they already look at you like
they have
you're
a certain
nothing.
perception.
Yeah, your perception doesn't
still
change,
gonna stay there,
right? And they continue to shoot. I mean, they continue to look at you like
I'm trying to cover my head. I'm trying not to die here.
Yeah, trying to survive.
Exactly.
I don't know if that's what he means, but off a first listen, that's kind of what I'm gathering from that. So I think also in this, man, maybe he's just talking about, it's almost like America is the parent and the black children, right? The people from the hood or whatever the case may be are the neglected seeds, right? When he says you broke my heart, who is he talking about? Is he talking about America? Because you broke my heart,
right?
Let me dry my tears, so serious, I'm so neglected, in the wrong direction with the long erection, got no protection, so but it's fuck the world. That was hard though, by the way.
It was. Hell yeah.
You know, but did I mention my real intentions are on me, really dealing with the consequences, and I see your tone is very condescending when I talk to you, but you won't admit it. You know what I mean? So I don't know if that's just how America views, you know, black youth is what he's saying. You know what I mean? When he says you, is he talking about America? You look at me very in a condescending way.
Yeah.
Your tone is condescending when I talk to you, but you won't admit it. You won't even admit it, but it's in your actions, right? And I pity the fool, but you're trying to vent, but you ain't trying to hear it. You're not trying to hear me. You're not trying to hear my cries, the cries from the hood, right? This is what's going on. You refuse to even acknowledge it.
Yeah.
I think that's what he's saying.
But you ain't trying to hear it like I'm not here, but you gotta hear it. You gotta hear it, right? Because it's painfully obvious what's going on in the world. You know, I think this is, you know what this sounds like to me, man? It sounds like a cry for help. done in a beautiful way.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? That's what it sounds like to me. And then I really like what he said, "Oh, say, can you see," right? The national anthem, right? 100 dead bodies in the street.
By the dawn's early light.
Yeah.
That was
crazy,
hard.
dude. Yeah, crazy. I really love the creativeness and how he did that.
So proudly lights gleam, let the gun blow in the nighttime. So proudly we held.
Yep.
So proudly lights gleam, let the gun blow
in the nighttime.
So I think what he's saying, man, and also to kind of piggyback off that, Ryan, I think also what he's saying, man, is I'm telling you, this is what's going on. You're not trying to hear me.
Yep.
So because of that, you know what I mean? Because of you're ignoring the cries of the ghetto, what's happening in the hood, this is how we're going to respond.
And you're going to hear this.
Now you're going to have to hear it,
Yep.
right? 100 dead bodies, now a revolution is necessary.
Yep.
I think is what it means. But J.I.D's cryptic as shit.
Yeah, he is.
So, but yeah, J.I.D did his thing, man. It's a 3-minute, 56-second song, and we are about to fucking make this 25 minutes.
I'm
a
telling you.
25-minute video.
Crazy.
So. All right, man. Let's get to the next verse.
Birds chirping, dogs barking, kids missing milk cartons sold. Darkest black markets war starting more. Spartans Lord, prophet praise Muhammad. Never scared, never running, chosen one. I'm 100. Pray for me, pray for London, guilty me. He ain't done it, gun me down, all for nothing. Donald Trump, Donald Duck, what the fuck is the difference? Now we stuck in the rut. This ain't what I envision. What is guts when you don't have intuition? I can see the devil grinning. Damn.
Wow. Wow, dude. Wow. That's crazy, dude.
They took it there, boy.
Yeah,
God damn. Salute to both these gentlemen, man. Denzel Curry, man. He's for real now.
Yeah.
He's for real now to me.
Wait.
Now, I'm actually going to listen to his album. Now I have something to that's motivating me to really go check Denzel Curry out, because that was excellent.
Yep.
Excellent.
Dude, crazy, dude. Man, that last verse really kind of pushed me over the edge, man. I was like, golly, he was going for the jugular.
Donald Trump, Donald Duck.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Golly, you know what I'm saying? What is guts when you don't have intuition?
That was tough.
Crazy, dude. And that's all in that same, like, President Trump scheme and all that. That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, man, that line is just hard, dude. What is guts when you don't have intuition? And to me, I guess how I'm taking that, man, is when you look at, you can have this bravery, you can have this sort of, these guts, right? You can have it. That can be embedded in who you are, but if you don't put them to use for the right cause,
yes,
to make change, so what are they there for? They're useless, right? So what's guts when you don't have the intuition? That's how I'm interpreting that. I could be wrong.
I think so. Not a saint, not a sin. Tell me what's my real religion? Genocide, Genesis. They say this is the beginning.
New beginning.
Dude. So he's saying this is supposed to be the new beginning. Right? Because we're going to genocide. We're going to tear up everything. We're going to break everything down.
Revolution.
Yep.
It's
we're
a
going to
revolution.
break everything and start a new beginning, right? I'm a sinner. You a sinner. I can see the devil grinning.
Almost like their version of his version of the rapture, right? Jesus Christ's second coming. You know what I mean? He even said, "Give me crack like I'm plumbing."
Yeah.
That was funny.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a revolution. It's a second coming. It's something needs to change.
Yep.
Right. And I think that's just seriously what this song is saying is like there's a lot of ills.
Yes.
In the world, especially in this country, there's a lot of things that are being overlooked. There's no empathy, and there are people struggling. There's just mass hysteria going on with some of the things happening in society. And nothing seems to be changing. So if it's not going to change, the powers that be aren't going to change it.
You need to start over.
Somebody needs to kick this shit into gear and start a revolution and make the change. I think what they're saying. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That was fire.
Yeah, it was, dude.
One of the hardest joints I heard in a while, man. Shout out to
man.
Denzel Curry and J.I.D. on that joint.
Dude.
That's it.
Whew.
So that's the end of the video, guys. If you enjoyed it, please hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Lost to Vegas, George, Ryan. We out.